Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for coming. Please be sure to check that like button and subscribe and ring that notification bell. I'm kidding. I don't actually sound like that, but that's literally how all YouTubers sound to me. So anyway, without further ado, what's up guys? This is my real voice. I'm Glenn Atkins, 27 years old, and I just started my investing journey April 16th of last year. Since that time, and with the help of some of these knowledgeable squares that are out there in the universe that literally no one uses anymore. Anyway, there's a bunch of information hidden in there. From that time of April 16th up until now, about a year's time passed, I've been able to roughly invest just above $20,000 into many different types of investment. Some investments I literally knew nothing about when I first got into them. After being in them for a year, asking a lot of stupid questions online, now I'm finally starting to get some ground for stuff, and I want to pretty much just bring my findings to coworkers, friends, family. There's a stigma out there right now that exists. A lot of people don't invest, you know. Oh, it's the stock market, you'll lose your money. Oh, it's this, you'll lose your money, you know. Oh, I've heard a friend that does this. And like my whole thing is this, like I just become the experiment when I want to find out truth, okay? So, you know, if you want to find out if ghosts exist, go to a haunted hospital. Pretty sure eventually after doing that for a long period of time or whatever, you might find something. You know what I mean? So anyway, the whole thing is, I didn't want to hear this he said, she said thing. I just decided that I'm going to get in there myself, and there's my paycheck. You could either burn it in my face, stock market, and poof, it's nothing. Or you could just put it to work and let's see what happens. I don't know. I want to find out. I don't believe in working until you're 65. Of course I'm going to work until I'm 65. But come on, man. There's so much more to life. I mean, you're lucky if you get 100 years to live. And then you got to find out, like, you know, why you are the way you are. You go through childhood. There may be trauma. You got to fix that. Go to therapy. You meet a girl. You have kids. You travel. You explore the world. You're giving knowledge in a lifetime of information to your offspring. You know, there's just so much stuff. So much stuff. And let's be honest. Dedicating 40, 60, 70, 80 hours a week to a job, it's depressing when you think about it in the long run. Yeah, your bank account may be nice and you got a roof over your head, but spiritually you're dead. Or you never went to the Maldives, or you don't know what this is and that is, and you've only been in your own town, and it's just a small little piece of this giant globe. So my whole thing is this: I want everybody to be insanely wealthy. And I know that sounds crazy, okay? But only certain people are going to get there. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to find that path of what works and what doesn't work. Like, hey man, don't do that. I did that. It ended very badly for me. Let me just save you that process, you know? So that's pretty much the whole gist of this channel, okay? I'm just trying to educate people, even though I'm completely uneducated. I don't want you guys to think that I'm a financial advisor. I'm not. Please don't use any of this, anything I say on this channel as financial advice. Always, always, always go seek out a broker. Go seek out somebody that actually lives, eats, and breathes and sleeps this stuff. You know what I mean? Me, I'm dibbing and dabbing, but I'm aggressively dibbing and dabbing. Like, seriously, aggressive. I get my paycheck, and literally 90% of my paycheck goes straight into any type of investment. Okay, I've got a lot of different ones, but that's how aggressive I am. Okay, I read a book. I can't even tell you which one it was, honestly, but it said when you're in your 20s, you got to be aggressive. So I can't think of anything more aggressive than eating ramen noodles, even though I have the ability to go out and eat steak 7 days a week, even though I have the ability to go out and get a $20,000, $40,000, $50,000 car. You know, I choose not to do that, okay? So this is what I'm choosing to do, and I'm hoping that I'm gaining some type of knowledge with this. I'm hoping that I get somewhere with this, at least somewhere to the point where I can kind of be like, hey, I'm not a financial advisor, but look at what that thing's doing. That's an investment. You could invest in it too. Look what it did for me. I don't know. Look, my whole thing is I just want to find out what works, create a foolproof system, and then just make it scrutiny free so that I can replicate that with anybody. Hey, coworker at my job that doesn't believe investing. Bam, this is what I want to do for you. This is what happened for me. I'm going to replicate that system. Success for you, success for me. Cool. You know, friends and family. You know, I got a brother. He would never do the stock market, would never invest in an ETF, would never invest in a mutual fund, wouldn't invest in a dividend paying stock, a growth stock, nothing like that. Doesn't even know what any of that is. But, you know, he thinks the stock market's a scam, but yet you're at the casino how many times a week? Your best odds are betting on red or black, and that's still 50-50, and they added that little green things. Look, man, I'm not going to sit here and try to crack that, okay? I already had my experience with the casino, not knocking anybody that does it. It's cool. But anyway, this is what I'm focusing on, you know, and I'm hoping that I get some type of knowledge out of here so that I can pass it on to other people around me, because let's be honest, I can't stand working for the dollar bill. I love to work. But when a little piece of paper determines who's this and who's that, who's hot, who's not, it's forget that. Just worry about what's on your own plate, you know, and just iron sharpens iron, you know. You're only going to learn these things from people talking about these things. You know, it's kind of like back in the old days when people are like, oh, don't talk about how much money you make. It's immoral. It's not right. It's personal. Dude, you're stupid. I need to know how much money you make, and I'm going to tell you how much I make so that we know which jobs to go to get the monies. Anyway, spreading of information. That's the whole reason why I want to jump on here and just spread it. And just hopefully something good comes of this. Like I said, this I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm like addicted. And I don't even think I'm gonna become wealthy. Okay, I've got people online. Oh my god, you're doing so good when you're I don't know what I'm doing, but I do know some days when I log in, I see that number up and I see it down. I'm a long-term investor, so I don't plan on touching any of this money. And I'm emotionally dead when it comes to investing. I'm emotionally dead. Like I said, I give stock market my paycheck. Like, here you go. You could burn it in front of my face or flip it. Either way, I don't care. I'm coming back in 2 weeks when I get paid again to give you 90% of my next paycheck. And the next one, and the next one, and so forth. Because it's trial and error, you know? And, of course, there's knowledge that goes into it. Glenn, you need to really be investing and learning, you know, reading these books and just trying to consume everything out there that is literary to learning about this stuff. But, you know, I don't. But you know what? I'm going to document my journey anyway. So please don't try to replicate anything I do. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, so here we go.